Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko in Liyue Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say!
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still Is there anything I can help you?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trade. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or... Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the right. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would, but if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting... Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide...
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would...
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of... The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Let's play! Delve into destiny! Brace yourselves!
we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here to take...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that... Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents, And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow it. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Master...
You just want him to take part.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a
What are we gonna do? Looks like we...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
What in the world do those symbols really mean?
Martial arts tournaments, but when the combatants are obliged to exercise
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said... Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting a... Nobody wants...
Yeah.
Me? What? You... Nonsense! Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling... I told you. I'm not saying I came out complete...
Uh-huh. But for us, even for our 5 treasure...
I'll see you in the arena.
Ready for reconnaissance.
Hi there. Are you here for the
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat, but this tournament is more
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly...
This master of yours must...
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite He's got to be a grand master or something. He's to the Lingshan clan. He teaches a special technique.
Forced to...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to... For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into...
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
We're clearly not that
There's a tuition?
Of course! This is a Grand Master...
But here we are, having trained under... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of...
See you in the arena!
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the crux? If so, seems I found...
So you're...
You better believe... From me? Obtaining a No, I know how that sounds, but let me... I've passed it in most people's eyes. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to... I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. Ha! You don't mince your... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why?
I have to ask. Aren't you the... Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yours... It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one.
Yeah, and also a dragon, too. Put down Battle with Storm Terror.
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Right, your registration is... A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto...
There's another prize, too? Oh, for...
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top...
But why would anyone want to go
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto and it... Well, I'm sure a great hero has... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your... In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy. All right, it should...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then...
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised that... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. Well, since everyone's... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you...
Huh? But we only just started the qualifying.
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you...
Huh. To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. There's an... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinal. You may well be stronger than him, but this should very well. Show me that you...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would...
Relax. My guy's at the top of...
Don't worry. Take...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. Fists of fury. You're pretty good. I'm sweating all over. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, if you had a vision, you...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid, but mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign...
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and
By the way, do you know...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon the...
Ah, it's you! I myself was a little... Why, yes, I faltered. For given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically... Still, I'm sure he'll...
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my master about this. Sorry, I should...
Oh.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk...
You gave an I could sense that you're not familiar with Bob, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory. In fact, I discerned...
He's right. But I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be.
Not exactly. Contenders that... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed, given your talents, a few hints from me.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending...
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second.
Does one not leave? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you... Come with me. Some post... Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at some...
That's right. If the other contenders were to... If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given... When I talk about that which I see or hear since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds,
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious bee.
hey, stop evaluating us based on...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened. Honestly, even Paimon...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the vision. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then.
Shudder! Let me scry! Crush! Flood of frost! Eye for an eye! Let's light it up! Everybody stand! Beg for mercy!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which he relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, please save your thanks. If anything, the world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know, and what for allowing me the honor of witnessing. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the show, if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can very well. Let's go.
What's your battle plan? Why isn't he here yet?
Never mind. We can start by making... Everyone, listen up! Your attention! We've reached the climax of the... We've seen many exciting battles today. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived.
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals.
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone.
Wait a moment. Something? Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the Traveler. Come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exact. I never thought that someone here would have the...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it...
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to...
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on...
Come with me. I can...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Crush! Shudder!
No escape. You can't run from death.
are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Crush! More speed. Shudder!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to...
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you never...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic...
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to... Drat. This could... Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and it seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your
Whoa, we don't need to go that far, do...
I never would have... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it! I'll risk a fight!
Stabilize! This is order!
It's nothing.
Yeah.
No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless vision after seeing you command multiple elements. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to
Yeah, what's the story about?
The story begins with an old friend. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time, and Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being...
It's not...
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, in which case the Crux clash
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he...
Paimon thought we'd win and all.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champ...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful. One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after this...